Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Okay, boys, welcome at the new video. It's another setup, it's another thing. I thought, you know what, we're gonna make it a little bit different. You see Impulse on the background. I'm sorry if I'm just screaming into the microphone. I thought I had to do something with the audio, and I found this thing. So now I can speak a little bit closer in your ears. How amazing is that? If you're wearing headphones, this must feel amazing. Just me talking. I don't have a pop thing, so I'm sorry if I breathe too much into your ear. Don't worry, this is not gonna be an impulsive channel. Just something happened today. The newest podcast. I watched it. Yeah, I watched it. But something cringe happened in the podcast. It's about Mac. That's the third guy, the guy with the long beard. I'm gonna explain. I'm sorry. You see what happened here? If I do this, you can't hear me anymore. You can't hear me anymore. So I have to put my microphone into my mouth. If you want to understand me, we're just gonna open it. And this is the first time I use
He's
three?
coming at us.
Oh no.
No, he's not.
It's the first time I use two screens, so I'm sorry if I just fuck up things. Anyway, this is the podcast about actually nothing. They talk about literally nothing, but then from out of nowhere, from out of the sky, Mike Baljak, just out of the air, insulted Mac, and that's the guy with the beard. That's the guy, right? Let's see if we have a good close-up of him. Let's see. I'm sorry if my head is for the screen. I thought this is a great setup. I think you really would enjoy the setup. This guy is Mac, and Mac is like the third host of the podcast. Impulsive. I'm sorry, my assistant's over there. No, it's not. Actually, there's literally nothing there. There's no. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, this guy, it's Mac. It's the third co-host of Impulsive. He doesn't really say much. He just agrees with everything that Logan and Mike says. But he's the only down-to-earth guy. He's the only one that just has a good opinion, think about stuff, and not just it's not a stupid asshole as Mike. So in this podcast, they were a little bit bored, I think, and from out of nowhere, wait, Mac, he never get a chance to talk, right? So he thought, you know what? If you guys don't talk about anything, I'm gonna talk. So he talked a little bit about his paintings and a little bit what he's doing on the YouTube community channel, blah blah blah, and what he's doing in his life and what he thinks of things. And then Mike Baljak thought, you know what? I'm gonna burn this guy to the ground. You are not on our level, bro. And yeah, a lot of fans. I'm not gonna say that I'm a fan, but a lot of fans and a lot of people are really mad now on Mike Baljak, the boyfriend of the girl that penetrates literally every guy on the planet. I'm sorry if I'm screaming, literally. If it's really too hard, I'm gonna try not to do it again. But it's like, I have to talk like this, or I have to talk like really close to my mouth, and I see the red little thing. It's going off if I talk too loud, and I'm sorry. Anyway, so Mike thought, you know what? I have the status, I have the power to burn this guy to the ground because I am Mike Baljak. And yes, no power at all. But he didn't realize it until one of the last minutes of the podcast. So we are gonna react to. It is wonderful. It is really wonderful. It's like, I think, minute 40. It is really wonderful. Let's see how we can we upgrade? I don't think we can upgrade. Okay, let's go. Let's watch it. This is gonna be amazing. It's fucking Mike Baljak.
Yeah, it's
stupid
true.
guy.
You guys want to talk about Lele comments on the episode?
What were the comments?
You didn't read them.
I don't often.
Okay, so the later comments is like the last episode of Impulsive. The problem was now already that Mac is the third co-host, right? But the last episode he didn't talk at all because there was like this girl. She was the guest of the podcast, and she was invited, but she was a friend of Logan Paul, and Logan Paul and her, she just talked the whole way through, and Mac didn't say anything. So a lot of people said, "Yo, what? Why isn't Mac said anything?" So they were a little bit pissed about it because Mac is a great guy and people want to hear about him. So a lot of people were angry at the Impulsive boys. So that's a little bit introduction. So he wanted to talk about the comments. That was like why didn't speak Mac. So that's a little bit.
Oh, Mike,
history.
do you read any? I know you go through them.
Did not. I might have read some of the comments. I just don't recall them. What
That's
were-
interesting.
I'll read some of the comments.
actually, I do, but I just don't recall
Yeah.
what they were.
A lot of people standing up for me. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. So someone's like, "Oh, Lele, she didn't even hug Mac when she walked in." Guys, I hugged Lele outside. All good, not a big deal.
Great spot over there.
And then the other thing, Logan and Lele have like incredible chemistry and that's like so much history and things to talk about in their worlds.
Yeah.
It was like a Logan and Lele episode. It's tough to get in there, so that's the reason why I wasn't saying much.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were coming up and saying, "Mac didn't even get to talk. You guys saying this, talking over him, blah blah." And it's all right. What am I gonna do?
Keep sitting in that chair with the microphone in front of you, I would assume.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. I mean,
They had so much to talk about. I'd rather hear what you two had to talk about because you have more connection with Lele than I did. I just met her yesterday.
It
Or
happens.
the-
It happens
the
every time
day
I have
of.
a guest on who I have history with.
Absolutely.
Every
Yeah,
time
yeah.
I have a guest on who I've have been friends with for 7 fucking years.
So wait, before we go any further, so this is the first time Mac actually took the lead in the conversation. He never does this. So, this was already a little bit awkward because you can see that Logan and Mike think like, oh right, what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? You're taking the lead. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with this. So this is the first like signal you can see.
There's a good chance it'll become a semi one-on-one conversation. That girl was great, by the way.
that was a hilarious episode.
She's awesome.
Her
Yeah.
bundle of energy just bouncing around.
Yeah.
I think whatever guest, is most aligned with whatever host you're gonna see like a elevation in that conversation. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And because they have that past, like if there's a more political guest on, I might fire off the whole time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I think it just depends on who it is. But her dating story was one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
I'm watching Mike just highlight all his folders.
It's a tick.
And then stop and then re-highlight all his folders on his computer. Why are you doing that?
I don't know, dude.
Are you okay today?
Not really.
Yeah, you
I'm,
seem off.
I'm a little off.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just not really feeling this great about this episode right now.
No, it's not good.
It's probably the one
It
of the
started
worst
when
I've
I
ever
it
had.
started when I cut my nose because as
I
soon as it
actually,
happened,
for
I
the
said
past-
I'm rattled.
Okay, wait. Before I think it's gonna happen right here. So Mike is already saying like, okay, I don't really feel this good about the episode, and you can stop there, right? You can just say this was a shit episode. We didn't talk about anything at all, and then he just thinks he's the shit, bro.
For the past 30 minutes, I've been thinking like, okay, should we just shut it down now? Restart in like an hour or something like that, or just like or I was like hoping like, yo, maybe Logan will do a backflip.
No
I'm
way.
not even kidding, bro.
Can't do it because I broke my ankle and my
What
wrist.
should we do?
There we go.
You know what happened was we started this episode and you said you have a lot. And I'm even looking at your notes right now. Like, do you want to say anything, something?
One of them was Ron Jeremy. The other was Neuralink, but you took the lead on that one, so I just didn't I didn't say any of that stuff.
Guys, I
Well,
painted a
this-
huge painting.
So
guys see it?
yeah. So this is great, bro. This is great. So they are discussing nothing, literally nothing. They are only discussing how shit this episode is, and you can see Mac like, okay, do I have to do anything? Do I have to save this episode? Do I have to do anything? You know what? I'm gonna talk because these guys are talking shit, literally. And sometimes I think these two guys they think they can talk about anything and anything anyone would listen. Nah, that's not a thing. So Mac did just a great observation. I'm sorry for speaking autistic English. And he thought, you know what? I'm gonna just start on a subject. If you don't have a subject, I have a subject. So that's what he's doing
One
right
of them was
now.
Ron Jeremy. The
Look,
other
he was
was
thinking, you know
Neuralink,
what?
but you took the lead on that one, so I just didn't.
I'm gonna speak.
I didn't say any of that stuff.
Guys, I
Well,
painted a
this-
huge painting. Did you guys see that?
I did.
Max,
What do you
has
think?
had a lot of thoughts.
Okay, so oh my god, did you? I hate those kind of people. So Mike already disrespected fucking I forgot his name, Mac, because he just kept talking. The little motherfucker. He just kept
Painting.
fucking talking,
You guys
bro.
see that?
I did.
Max,
What do you
had
think?
Shut
some
up, bro.
Thoughts today, so I'm just letting him talk.
Shut up.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And
It's
Mac noticed it as well. He thought, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Don't fucking talk directly through me, fucking bitch.
A lot of thoughts today, so I'm just letting him talk.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
Long live stream.
Yeah, 5 hours cut off.
So
halfway
now he's
through,
gonna
or
talk.
The first hour got, internet went down. That's why you pay for a gigabit down, right? So it cuts out.
You're in the corner. I don't know if it reaches over there.
So
And
he's
that's another
taking the
problem
lead
I have
now.
with Wi-Fi.
A little
Why
bit.
can't it go through walls? Like it's 2020.
It's
Don't you think
wireless,
the one?
man.
Don't you think the one thing we could do is?
And I
create
don't think
Wi-Fi
Mike
that actually,
already.
like,
He
can go
already
through,
didn't
I
like
don't know,
this.
fucking
Like,
2-inch
okay, you're gonna
plywood
take.
wall.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause it because otherwise you can't hear me. So Mike is already like, okay, you're gonna take the lead. I don't. Nah, bro. I don't want that. I don't like
Do
that.
is create Wi-Fi that actually like can go through. I don't know, a fucking 2-inch plywood wall.
It makes sense, but there's more than just plywood on those walls. You know that.
I don't
yeah.
because I'm not a builder.
Yeah, I painted this big ass painting. You can go see it on my YouTube channel, Mindspace. It was incredible, guys. I literally was exhausted for 48 hours afterwards. You know how hard it is to paint something that big?
I can't say I do.
I can't either.
It's hard. Okay,
Yeah,
a lot of bending over, a lot of putting your fingerprints down.
A lot of fingerprints.
I recommend it. Logan, you said anyone could do that.
So before Logan is gonna insult this Mac guy over here, this is already awkward because if you are friends, bro, if you are friends and you don't have anything for an episode and someone starts stalking, be happy, be fucking happy. Mac never takes the lead, and he finally took the lead, and that is great because it's a great guy. I don't know the guy, but he just, I don't know, it's just a relaxed bro. I mean, look at his beard, bro. You have to have respect for his beard. So he was just, talking about his own hobby. And the disrespect already from Logan and from Mike Balzak, that it just didn't respond at all. You can respond with so many things like, oh, seriously, yeah, you do a lot of paintings. Show some paintings. Can we have some paintings around here? We're gonna, talk about paintings. Do you know any I know painter people? Just make the conversation interesting. But they didn't even want to try, and that is the most disgusting thing you can do in a conversation. Just don't speak, and with the don't speak, you actually say, "Fuck you." So he was asking a question to make it interesting, and they didn't answer. So he had to fucking answer the question by itself, and it only gets worse.
For a lot of putting your fingerprints down.
A lot of fingerprints.
I recommend it. Logan, you said anyone could do that. What do you think? You still think someone could do that after I finished?
I think a baby could do it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I want to see you do it then.
Why would I do that?
If you think anyone can do it, I'd love to see you step up to the challenge.
Why?
Because I'm interested, man. I think if
I'm
you really
not,
think
don't you
anyone
think
could do
I
that,
should be interested in it if I wanted to do it?
it would help, but it would be nice if you backed up the claim. If anyone could do it, let's see what the champ can do.
No, but I don't want to, Mac.
That's okay. You don't have to.
I know.
Okay, so this is really awkward. So Mac is a painter, and that is his life. That is his hobby, and he paints. I think for a job. I think he sells paintings, and that's his thing. And you don't offend someone's life work. I mean, that's just disrespectful. You just don't do that. If someone worked for 10 years on a sculpture or like a painting, or maybe they build a car or something, you are not gonna offend them with saying it's shit or everyone can do that. And Logan just said a baby can do this. One of his biggest projects he's ever done in his life. And Logan says a baby could do this. Wow, that's a great friend. That's just great. And then I think he's already a little bit pissed. Okay, you know what? You're not gonna embarrass me. You're gonna disrespect my work and my life. Okay, so do it then, little bitch. And then Logan Paul with his I don't have his hair and I don't have his medals either, but he's saying, nah, bro, I'm not gonna do it. And then Mac why not? Because I don't want to. So in my head, something goes wrong right now. I think, bro, you're talking shit about someone's work. You have to claim your fucking thing. And the only thing he's doing now, he's disrespecting, and he's also telling it's not even an effort to try to back up this claim. I don't think you can more disrespect it than this. So yeah, I wow, this was so cringe. And then there's like a very very long pause, and that makes it more awkward because he was starting a subject, and Logan and Mike, they don't want to talk about it, and then there's a pause, and no one even the slight word, no one even want slightly a little bit of conversation about this conversation, and you disrespect him even more because you're embarrassing him right now if no one's gonna talk about it. So this is already a fuck. This is the weirdest.
can do.
This is terrible.
No, but I don't want to, Mac.
That's okay. You don't have to.
I know.
What about the horse? You did a great job painting that horse.
Oh yeah, that's true. You do have some art experience.
Yeah, but
you're
I
on the
kind of
way.
only just do it when I feel like it.
Man, what do you want me to say to any of the things that you guys are talking? I'm sitting here I don't know what the fuck to say today, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
I can tell.
Mac is in a weird mode today where he's just saying all these things about podcasts and painting with 24-hour live show. I don't know what the fuck to say about any of this shit.
You have
bro. I'm
notes,
sorry.
Mike.
But they're not about 24-hour painting.
Okay, so now he's disrespecting even more. I don't want to say the word disrespecting all the time. So now Mike, I mean, bro, what the fuck? This guy is like 45 or something, or like 52, or like 63. I don't really know about his age, but he is very old, and he's just saying, this podcast. I don't know what to say, bro. You always have something to say. You have your lies, you have your fucking bullshit. So something like art, I think you go to art art things in LA. LA is full of art, so I think you have a little bit you a little bit know. How do you say that? You know a little bit about art things, and now you're just saying, "Oh, I don't know what to say, bro." What he actually saying is like, "Oh, he's randomly taking the lead, talking about shit that I don't care about, and I don't even want to back it up. So you know what? I'm just gonna say nothing and embarrass him because he thinks he's the leader now, but I am the leader and you are the leader. So he has to shut the fuck up." That's basically what he's saying.
I don't know what the fuck to say about any of this shit.
You have
bro. I'm
notes,
sorry.
Mike.
But they're
They're-
not about 24-hour painting.
Yeah, they're just talking about each other like, "Oh, this sucks, bro. Yeah, what the fuck? Why are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. He's talking about fucking pay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah."
Well, look, because the podcast isn't about 24-hour paintings. The podcast is about conversation, open dialogue.
Fuck
you,
off.
you have topics, you
I
have
had
material.
stuff about us missing the
Paintings
market
is a
top
topic.
because 2020 was a good year for the market, and Portnoy's been giving us a bunch of great looks. And we sat on the sidelines. People are mad at Adele for the braids because she braided her hair, but all the people that are mad at her are white.
Oh, cultural appropriation stuff, some stock investing stuff. This seems like conversations that we could have on Impaulsive.
Every time I tried to say it, he said there was a live painting, and then there was Lele Pons had comments, bro. I'm sorry.
No, it's because
I just was doing it. I was just getting there, and he said he did a 24-hour painting, and the fans
like
say they
6
want to hear
hours.
Mac talk.
Can you like say that even more, like 24?
So I'm letting him hear Mac talk. I can't do everything. Do we let him hear Mac talk, or do we talk about fucking Dave Portnoy, the stock market, Adele, Neuralink?
Let's let them hear Mac talk.
Fine.
Let's give them what they want.
Fuck,
Nice.
bro.
I got so much to say. Guys, hey, my name's Macklin Bilski.
There
I'm
we
from the
go.
west side of Cleveland. I was born and raised over there. I love my family. I love my friends. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes that no one really sees. These guys see me sitting over there, twiddling my thumbs. That's what it looks like. That's what long format thinking looks like, all right? I do a lot of stuff over there. I'm focused on creation. Sometimes we're on this show and there's a lot of destruction going on. One of the things I'm trying to work on is building my own artistic endeavors to a point where I'm very happy with the innovation I've created. I've created different types.
So the first thing, this is the first time of all time that he does this. Let me just. So I'm sorry, I had to check the battery. So this is the first time of all time that he literally talked for more than like 2-3 minutes, and he's just talking about his life. People want to know about his life, so he's talking about his life, and it's already a weird thing because Logan and Mike Balzak they don't want to talk about it, and he is just explaining himself what he's doing, and like, guys, you don't know me really well, but I do a lot of stuff. But I'm not like Logan Paul, and I don't do crazy stuff. I just do other stuff, but I'm growing for myself. I'm exploring myself, and just really just a normal story of a man. And wow, what happens after this? That's just
Types of canvases. I've created different types of styles that are entirely and uniquely my own so that I am able to express myself to my full extent. I could go for hours talking. I have
was
no
really good.
problem doing it. However, sometimes my co-hosts on the show that we're 3 co-hosts on talk over me. That's okay. You know why? Because I like to ask questions. I like to find out how people think. And when I sit here, I'm listening and I'm absorbing what they're saying so that we can have conversations about it. Sometimes we don't get it into the show where I get to get all my thoughts out and have my full dialogue, but that's okay because after the show we typically talk about it. We go back and we say, okay, it was good, this, that, the other, whatever, and then I finalize my thoughts. But sometimes I don't get to get all my thoughts out. I do that on my YouTube channel, which is Mindspace. You can find me there, Macklin, or my Instagram at Macklin.
That's
Thank you,
3
everyone.
plugs in this one episode.
Hey man, I'm doing
have
what
to
I
say,
can. You
Mac,
plug your book every
Mac,
single episode, bro.
I see what's I see what's happening today. And I'm just gonna say something.
okay. So this is also disgusting from Mark Bolsjak. So he's talking, like what I said. He's just talking, and he just shouted out his YouTube channel 2 times. Bro, first of all, you are a member of Impulsive, so it shouldn't bother any of these guys that you're shouting out something because you're a friend, you're working on Impulsive, you're working in the Logan Paul house, so who cares if you shout yourself out because you're one of them. So, I mean, if you shout Mac Miller out, you're always already shouting Logan Paul out because they are the same. Logan Paul owns Mac Miller. I mean, not really owns, but you know what I mean, like, they are connected with each other, and because Logan Paul is the most famous one, if you hear Logan Paul, you would not think about Mac Miller in like 1 second, but if you think about Mac Miller, you think of Logan Paul, so it's not better. Who cares that you shout your YouTube channel out for 2 times? Who cares, right? And then this little motherfucker, what the fuck, bro? 3 times? You shout out 3 times for this? That's enough, bro. But I don't have any examples today, but this motherfucker shouts every single, let's see what he's shouting out every single video. His girlfriend, his past, his book, the night shift. What else? Maybe his mother or something. Oh no, and his past apps. He created apps, dating apps. I never heard of them. He never talked about it. I mean, he never dropped a name, but he always talked about the business did in the past, blah blah blah. So he talked always about himself and always about other stuff. He's saying the night shift stuff all the time, bro. He even used this set for the first videos of the night shift. So yeah, he was getting a little bit pissed. I mean, you can hear it like, bro, what the fuck? You are shouting it all out all the time, and like.
Or my Instagram at Macklin.
There's
Thank you,
3
everyone.
plugs in this one episode.
Hey man, I'm doing what I can. You plug your book every single episode, bro.
He's getting mad. He's getting mad, and rightfully so, bro. Hey man, he has a funny voice. Hey man, you're shouting your book out every single episode. Okay, let's hear it again.
In this one
Hey
episode.
man, I'm doing what I can. You plug your book every single episode,
Mac,
bro.
I see what's happening today. And I'm just
Exactly.
gonna say something.
So
real quick.
we're gonna just listen what this motherfucker has to say right now.
You're not cut off because you
Let me check the
aren't
battery
able to
again.
speak or the people are loud. You generally
We're good.
miss the cultural point of talking about stuff that people want to hear about.
So now he's saying that Mac, you're not interesting enough.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
I'm not to be a dick to you today, but I
You're
don't think
not.
there's a
I'm listening to what
single
you're saying.
listener to this show right now who wants to watch a 24-hour live stream of you doing sponge painting.
You know what? I am interested. I never painted a painting. I hate painting, but you know what? He's a fucking great guy. And if I can help him with that, yeah, I would fucking watch the whole fucking 24 hours. You know what I wouldn't do? Buying your shitty fucking book and watching the fucking night fuck. So.
That's not a diss.
Mm.
That's not a diss. I'm sorry to say that.
I will say this
can't-
entirely.
You're only famous, little motherfucker, because you have a porn star as a girlfriend and you're friends with this motherfucker. I mean, he has like 5,000 subscribers. You know where they came from? From his work. Because he never shouted his channel out. You know where his million followers came from? This guy right here. He had like 20 million and like on his shoulder there was like 1 million. I thought, you know what, I don't use that. And he asked, can I have it? Yeah, sure.
Completely incorrect. Continue.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'll say
Here,
this entirely, completely.
He said like no one wants to watch that, and he said now, Mac.
That's not a diss. I'm sorry to say that.
I will say this
can't-
entirely, completely incorrect. Continue.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm just
It
saying,
is.
generally, we have conversation about things that are ongoing in the space that have interest points to the listener.
Yes.
You are able and allowed and go for it, encouraged to jump in at any time you want to
Yep.
ask a question or say whatever you want about said topic.
Absolutely.
If you miss the mark, you may be overshadowed by the people who aren't. Like, I don't know how else to say it, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a.
I would say, what about the Neuralink conversation we had today?
It was completely scattered and probably taught no one anything that they didn't already know. There was I don't believe that was an
You
incredibly
don't think that
educational
injecting
conversation.
electrodes into someone's brain that doesn't have nerve endings?
Bro, I didn't know that, bro. I am not following fucking all that stuff online 24/7, so it is great that you guys talked about it. I never knew anything, and I still don't know anything. So please talk about that, because I'm very interested. Again, this motherfucker, he's just saying fucking shit, bro. He's literally saying shit, and this cool dude, the normal man, just saying, bro, that's just not true, bro. Why are you trying to diss me? I am just a normal guy, and believe me, I know more. That's he saying. I know more than you. I mean, yeah, you know more about porn stars, but I know more about news and like stuff.
Is it something that they didn't already know?
Does the Neuralink inject electrodes into the brain's nerve endings? Is that right? Is that
not into the
statement-
brain's nerve endings, because the brain doesn't have nerve endings. That's what we talked about in this episode.
Okay,
Logan learned something today.
I didn't mind that conversation.
No,
I don't disagree with your sentiment, but that one example is
Okay,
that
fine.
conversation could have been better, like this whole podcast, but but it wasn't way off the mark.
Well, he's coming at us right now.
I'm not
And
coming at you.
No, he's not.
I'm
No, he's not.
answering.
No, he's
I'm
not.
answering.
Wrong. He's not coming at you, bro. You are coming at him because you're a little motherfucker. But all right.
What the audience has
Okay.
said in the comments
okay.
over and over and over
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
and how I feel about it.
Because there's a handful of people who definitely want to hear Mac talk, so I figured maybe
More than
we
handful.
let him talk for a second or
Forever.
a couple minutes straight. Like, I know you can talk forever, Mac, which is awesome, and you obviously have a phenomenal point of view and insight that contributes to this podcast. You're a phenomenal listener, but I also think he's sometimes right.
Mhm.
And I even had this conversation with you the other day. I was just like, this
gonna
podcast
check that
plays
out.
on our interests, which tend to be sort
good.
of on the cultural button.
Yes.
Your interests, I don't think it's reach to say, often skew from what most people. You're a very interesting young human, right?
I'm not interested in the cultural sphere of Hollywood.
which is
at all.
which is exactly what this show is about. That is this show.
I don't think it is.
No, it is.
It is
I'm not
not.
saying I think it is. This show, Impaulsive, is about the cultural setting that is Hollywood and the culturally relevant
no.
topics of entertainment and news. That's what the show's about. Since episode 1, it's always been about that. It's not, there's no argument there. It's a fact.
But
of
what
the
about when
matter.
there's smart people and interesting?
We
guests
talk to
that
them about their
are doing
favorite
businesses?
cereals, Mac?
No. But that, it is what makes.
Okay, so now, I mean, what is it? I can go on and on and on. And Mac doesn't do anything wrong here. He's just saying bullshit to destroy him. That's literally what he is doing. And because Mac has like his own fucking, how do you say it? His own proudness. He can defend himself, and Logan Paul wants to stay outside this conversation. And that's very smart of him, because if you don't stay out of the conversation, I think Mac is leaving I think, to be honest, Mac is leaving because this was just disrespectful as fuck. So if I were Mac, I would think, you know what, fuck this. I'm not gonna live here anymore. People think I'm less than them, so fuck you guys. Anyway, they say it's about the Hollywood scene, and yeah. Partly, but that's because, Logan Paul is Hollywood. He's part of Hollywood now. He's part of LA. So yeah, you're talking about a lot of that stuff. But what he was saying as well, like there are a lot of like interesting people, rich people, and they talk about business. They talk about how they did it, like back in the days. And now he's talking, we're talking about a cereal. No, bro. Well, you're talking about interesting topics. Your guests are mostly very interesting. I mean, if Jake Paul's on the set, that's yeah. I mean, the IQ is going down, but if there's like a billionaire or like maybe Casey Neistat sometimes, you never know. That's gonna be a very interesting topic, and that has nothing to do with the Hollywood lifestyle. So he's wrong again, Mike Bolzak.
Makes this podcast special is the versatility, which is why
Yeah.
which is why you're on this, is because you provide a completely different thought process
Viewpoint.
that we don't think like we don't
Absolutely.
think it like you do, which is why you're on here. But I think what Mike's saying is that sometimes we get to a point where we try to maybe talk about stuff that we think would appeal to more people. And
Absolutely.
your stuff is a little bit more niche.
1,000,000%. So to say that no one would listen to it or watch it,
Well, sure,
that's disrespectful to me.
No, it's an exaggeration. It's an exaggeration
Okay,
because
yes.
it's not no one, right? You could have.
I had 3,000 people come, and I'm very, very happy that those 3,000 people came. Thank you all so much.
Right.
Let's just watch for a sec. I'm not gonna search up on here. I'm gonna search on my my other screen. So let's just watch for a sec. Oh, we are gonna. Okay, we are. Okay, we are. We are gonna. Wait, where's my mouse? We are gonna search it up right here. Mac. I don't know, Logan Paul. He's Mac Logan Paul. I don't know his name, bro. Oh, fucking, I don't know. Fuck.
But more than 3,000
Oh,
people watch your
fucking
show.
hell.
So instead of
Where were
catering
we?
to the 3,000 that appreciate your art and
Oh, we were
the
here?
stuff that you're interested in, we do
Yeah.
cater to the other million.
Well, don't you think that maybe? I mean, I'm very, very happy that those.
Okay. So we are going to YouTube and we are going to, I don't know his name anymore. I think I searched it up. Fuck, I forgot his name. Mac painting. I don't know where. I don't know his YouTube channel. I mean, I would assure that they didn't put his link in the description. Oh, wait, maybe he's
Those 3,000 people came. Thank you all so much.
Right. But more than
I don't Maclin. Oh, he's calling himself Maclin. Okay, Maclin, and I just fucked that up. That's very nice, Maclin. Yes, all right. And now he's almost 6K subscribed. That took a while, but yeah, he has a great channel. 6K subscribers. You know what? Subscribe to the channel, notifications on, and yeah. So let's just enjoy the
more than
podcast.
3,000 people watch his show. So instead of catering to the
I'm gonna check
3,000
the
that
audio again.
appreciate
Or like the
your
bedroom.
art and the stuff that you're interested in, we do
Yeah.
cater to the other million.
Well, don't you think that maybe over time more than 3,000 would be interested?
No, because yes and no. So
It's
oftentimes
yes.
I use the percentage of people
This guy thinks paintings are boring, but you don't. I mean, I don't like paintings, but there's like there are museums, bro. There are so many museums. Like, I think from the 7.8 billion people in the world, I think at least 3 billion people love paintings. Maybe more, but at least. So he could have a YouTube channel for 3 billion subscribers. What about that, Logan Paul, with your 20 million subscribers, bro, and you Mike Bolzak with your 2 million or 1 million? So he could have 3 billion subscribers. Think about that, bro.
moving as a case study.
Mm-hmm.
So
Motherfucker.
the fact that your audience is smaller yet dedicated and vocal
Not smaller.
Mm-hmm.
is
And smart and
is-
articulate
is
and
not-
artistic,
is not-
creative.
sure, is
Smart,
not
very
tantamount to the people who watch this podcast for entertainment and educational value.
Absolutely.
No
make
education
sense?
value.
Yeah, but they might find something entertaining to work and be creative with. I had a lot of people who put this up on their screen that we work along together. It's pretty
I
interesting.
love that.
Yeah.
I love it, but maybe keep it on your channel, and I'm fine with you plugging your YouTube 3 to 4 times per podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. You're my
Yeah.
friend. It's all good. But you know, there comes a point where we have to just respect boundaries. I love that you go over in your corner and you.
Okay. I actually want to end this. Okay, so last thing. I mean, it's almost over. There's 6 minutes left, and I don't think there's anything interesting anymore. But now he's saying, and I hate overreacting. I hate doing like something that isn't right. So he's saying, so let your stuff be on your channel and don't do it on this channel. So I mean that's a fair point. If you talk all the time about your paintings, yeah, bro. I mean this is not like the entertainment we search for in the podcast. But you guys, you motherfuckers, you didn't have anything to talk to. You didn't have any subject. You didn't knew what you had to what you wanted to talk about. So Mac was just talking about his paintings because you guys didn't have anything. So he was just an angel. And now you're saying, yeah, bro, just don't do it. Okay, you know what? If he didn't do it, if he did not do that, that's great. I like English. Then you motherfuckers, you and Mike Bolshak, we're just discussing about this is a boring podcast. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna delete it and just gonna no, bro. Mac Miller was a beast, and he just came in, fall out of the sky, and thought, you know what? You guys don't have anything as a backup. I know it's not like what we're supposed to talk about, but I'm just gonna talk about a little bit paintings. Logan Paul, you are a funny guy, so I think you can make it funny. Mark Boljak, you fuck porn stars, so maybe you can shut up for once. Yeah. Shut up for once. So there were a lot of possibilities to do. And the only thing he's saying now, like, yeah, shout out his channel 3 or 4 times, bro. He didn't even do that. He did it once. I watch all the podcast, not all the podcast, but I watch almost all of them, and he didn't shout his thing out ever. Only this time, but because he could talk, and he had permission to talk. So, yeah. Before we go, I'm gonna start again, and I'm gonna see if I still record.
You pay, and the X amount of people who watch you.
That's
you
great. Still recording.
But when we're on this show, it has become a culturally finger on the pulse.
Oh, that was blood.
Type educational when we can get Eric Weinstein on the podcast or fuck around and hear Lele Pond sex stories type show.
Yeah.
So we just gotta appreciate that, acknowledge it, and continue to create great content.
I think we do that.
I think
and that's why when those culturally relevant topics come up and I don't have much to say, sometimes I just don't say much.
Sure.
Try to ask questions though.
Sure. I also sometimes I also would have to push back on the audience occasionally if I feel like sometimes they miss too, just like us. They may have missed the mark. Like we'll do a Mac only episode. We'll do. I swear to God,
that'd be great.
We'll do a Mac only episode where it's just you on this podcast by yourself.
Oh, I'd do it, bro.
I know you can. I know you
could
can. But where you're the guest, right? So they can feel and hear everything they want to know about you.
Yeah.
So in the comments, we're not getting. I mean, it's not even that. It's like
there was just a misunderstanding. I mean, it started, like I said, the Lele one started with her like not walk. She walked in, hugged both of you guys, and then just like didn't even look at me.
We know her. We are friends. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience.
But I'm saying
we know we're her friends, and like there's a lot of times people out there, women especially, don't hug people they don't know. They don't do it.
No, when I went to the door, I introduced myself to. I literally had Lele like walk into the house with me.
So you guys already hugged?
First thing I did, she went ding dong. I walked to the door and she was like, Logan. I said, no, it's Mac.
So maybe she got your hug out of the way.
Yeah, so you guys already hugged. All right, well, there's their answer. So you guys already
hugged. Yeah, that is an answer, and that's a normal answer, fucking Mike Bolshak. But you're just saying like, oh yeah, bro, we are friends with her, and girls don't fucking hug with people they don't know. I'm gonna tell you something. People in LA, they don't hug with people they don't know. They fuck people they don't know. So shut the fuck up, Mike Bolshak. I think I'm gonna end it here. I hope you like this kind of type of video style. I hope you like it, because if I get more than 2 likes on this video, even 1 like and more like than 20 views, I'm very happy, because I can just do this because I like this. It's just sitting, reacting. I'm not gonna react on a podcast all the time, but this is just a nice setup. I hope you liked. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and then I will see you tomorrow later. Peace.